Welcome back, guys, for the Fantasy Football Maniacs Week 9 Waiver Wire. This week is NFL trade deadline, so watch out for all the players who is going to be traded, and please make sure that you don't play them next week.
And please like, share and subscribe. We are recording this on Sunday night. Please check our comments and description section for any updates on the following day. Coming to the quarterback section, Derek Carr is a very good, interesting streaming option for the upcoming week. Derek Carr will be facing San Francisco 49ers at San Francisco, and if you have watched his game today, he was very effortlessly passing the ball to his receivers, namely Jared Cook and Seth Roberts. He had a good touchdown score, and he has a safety blanket in the form of Jalen Richard. San Francisco give up 7th most points to opposing quarterbacks, so definitely Derek Carr is a very good streaming option for the upcoming week.
At the same time, CJ Beathard is someone who can be picked up because there are multiple teams on bye weeks. So CJ Beathard has been very consistent so far. He's been is just 7% owned. And he's always been around 15-20 points. If you have if you have a quarterback on a bye, just pick him up and play with confidence.
Coming to the wide receiver section, DJ Moore is a very good option for the upcoming week. Carolina Panthers would be playing Tampa Bay Bucks. Bucks are giving away a ton of points to the opposing wide receivers. It's going to be a shootout. Definitely DJ Moore is a very good option.
Also, there's another more we have to concentrate. He's playing for Seattle Seahawks here, who's actually facing Los Angeles Chargers. It's going to be a shootout. This guy has actually scored a TD in all of past three touchdowns.
Back-to-back touchdowns.
So he's a safety blanket in the red zone. That's where Wilson is looking. Right. So you should pick him up.
Yeah, definitely. And also another interesting option, Devontae Parker. He is on the trading block. If he gets traded, watch out for the team that he goes to and pick up Jakeem Grant, because he'll move up the ranks. If Devontae Parker doesn't get traded, he's definitely the clear #1 receiver in the Miami offense. So Devontae Parker, pick him up, stash him or start him depending upon the trade outcome.
If he's traded, especially, he'll actually take about a couple of weeks to actually pick up the playbook. So don't play him if it's traded. Also, KKQT is one of the interesting options we have, because Will Fuller is actually injured. So KKQT is also injured, but he might actually come back. Will Fuller is done for the year. So definitely pick him up and stash him if he's not ready for the game. But he's a good option now for the rest of the season. Coming to running backs, I don't think there's any more options here this week. Do you think there are any options to pick up with all these teams in bye?
Devontae Booker, he seems to have emerged as the #2 running back in the Denver offense. If you're really short on running backs, pick up Devontae Booker and temper your expectations a little, because they'll be facing the Houston defense. But nevertheless, Booker will be a good streaming option this week.
Yeah, he's getting the Freeman's load.
Right, exactly.
So, and you can always pick up Elijah McGuire, who is actually an IR eligible to return this week. But again, there are a lot of ifs and buts. He has to be activated, and then he has to have a role in it. I don't know, but just keep an eye on him, stash him. He is just desperate. If you have an IR spot, he should be the one you should stash.
Coming to Titans, one interesting option, Jordan Thomas, Houston Texans. He had 2 touchdowns in the red zone in the previous game on Thursday Night Football. He might be a risky option, but with the injury to Will Fuller, he may see an uptick in targets. Yes. So pick up Jordan Thomas, and he may not be a bad streaming option for this week.
There is a game, Pittsburgh versus Baltimore, where the 2 people who are actually owned less than about 15% for 20%. Vince McDonald is actually owned 45% or something. But Hayden Hurst is actually coming back. He's his first round pick for Baltimore, and he's been tutored by all the beat writers in the Baltimore. So he should be one who you should pick him up for the rest of the season. Right. But if you want this week, if Vince McDonald is available, then you should actually watch him and pick him up.
Yeah, he's like, I think, under 50% owned, and he should see a fair share of targets.
Yes.
Coming to defenses, Dallas Cowboys is a very underrated defense in the NFL. Dallas Cowboys face Tennessee Titans on Monday Night Football. Tennessee Titans are giving away a lot of points to opposing defenses. So pick up Dallas Cowboys. They're less than 10% owned, and don't hesitate to start Cowboys on Monday Night Football.
Also, Dallas Cowboys are undefeated at home.
Yes.
They'll definitely do
Yes.
that.
Yes. It's a yes.
Subscribe our YouTube channel. Subscribe our YouTube channel. Subscribe our YouTube channel. Subscribe our YouTube